Hello there and welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport, and man, this place is rocking today. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the second-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Hearnstreet. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Buckeyes will kick this away to start us off. Bringing it out, it's Blue. Tackled at the 13, not great field position to start the drive. Wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks, but there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others, but, man, plays like this is what you love to see, kind of creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Dropping back, it's Ewers. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Intercepted in the end zone. Going the other way, can they stop him? And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Now, this just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The shotgun handoff here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
And that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Pass is incomplete, but there's a flag. This is a big call coming up. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Receiver in motion now. Snags the quick throw. Breaking free at midfield. Big gain across midfield down near the 30-yard line. Buckeyes will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes. And this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Send the back in motion. It's a quick grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
The Buckeyes will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. A pre-snap motion from the offense. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone, but he comes up short. Now we're looking at a 3rd and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on 3rd and goal.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Going to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
So what's the play call? It's 4th and goal from the 3. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. The pass is incomplete. The defense holds on 4th down, and they'll take over.
Chris, the design of this play is perfect. Everything you want to see. The quarterback puts the ball on the money. The ball's right in his arms. All he has to do is catch it for a touchdown, and he drops it on 4th down.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
This crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled, but forced down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The Longhorns starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Ewers. Throwing for his running back. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Longhorns will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
What a simple read and a simple throw for the quarterback. You want to give me the running back sliding down to the backfield? No problem. I'll take that. Let him do the work after the catch.
Quick completion to the tight end. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And he'll set up to throw. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
On a wide receiver screen with a corner that tight, you've got to do a good job of blocking him or screening him. Nobody there, and a quick reaction by the corner allows him to make a nice play.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. It's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the return starts just inside the end zone. They get him down to wrap up the first period of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas 7, Ohio State 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Takes the handoff on the counter play. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there. 2nd down play coming up for this offense.
Brings up 2nd down.
The back's got it on a counter. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
I really like to see the counter mixed in there with your base concepts to keep the defense honest. Now, they didn't burst a big run, but if you keep mixing it in as the game progresses, you might catch the defense over pursuing.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Third down play here out of the shotgun. We'll take a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
Now here comes the point after attempt. And there's the point after. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. He's going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down. Longhorns will crank up the tempo.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or the possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Second down after that run on the previous play.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out.
Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. And you look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. Quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Longhorns are in the red zone. Here comes a handoff. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. Longhorns looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through.
Ohio State, 7.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards into the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. First down, looking to throw the ball. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. The Buckeyes will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Brings up 2nd down.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Murphy. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
They're able to get a short gain to make this 3rd down a little bit more manageable. But it is 3rd and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on 3rd and long.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down.
Fourth down coming up.
Buckeyes will send the punt team onto the field.
On to punt it away.
Did not get a hold of it. Not what the punter was hoping for. And the ball fair caught right at midfield. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Looking for some space. It's Baxter. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Makes a quick grab. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. The shotgun running play call. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
That's reeled in. It's Baxter. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. They got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
The Longhorns will line up to boot it away. Hunter comes out for the first time today. Look at him pin it back. They'll fake it. Direct snap to the up man. And the fake doesn't work. Will the head coach pay for that decision? Defense was all over that. The gamble doesn't pay off. Now the offense will take over in good position. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? The quarterback making some changes at the line. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A sack on the play could not escape the pass rush. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Timeout, Ohio State.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And the defense able to bring him down, and that should just about do it for this first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this away to begin the second half. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They get the second half started with their running play. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
And just like... He's the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the returner will be brought down. Longhorns offense takes the field. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
And 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock. And get that much closer to securing a victory.
They'll run the option. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. The tight end has got it. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. Longhorns looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for offense, looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
On the run, it's Baxter. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So on fourth down now, out comes the field goal unit. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? And the wideout goes in motion. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. The downfield shot is complete. Brings up third down.
Well, the defense does a really good job of getting that initial pressure on the quarterback, but this is what he can do. His athletic ability and his legs gets him away from the pressure. He buys some time, and I love how he keeps his eyes downfield. He's not scrambling to run. He's scrambling to make a big play with his arm, just unable to connect with the receiver downfield, but good effort and a good play.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Crosses the 10. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, maybe you hold them to 3 points.
To settle for 3 here would be deflated. Third down and goal. Looking to throw. It's yours. He's got it near the end zone. The defense makes the stop at the 3.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
So you run fourth down, out comes the field goal team. So fourth down now from the 3. They'll go for it. Can the defense rise up for a big stop? Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's intercepted with a desperation throw here. At midfield. Now the 40. At the 20. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Brings up second and goal.
That's a second and goal play for the offense. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Another handoff to him on second and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Third and goal. Looking to throw for it. Trying to extend the play. He'll throw it now. Pass caught. Can he get in?
Hey, the best thing that happens here, Chris, is he gets out of bounds. Gives the offense a chance to regroup, huddle up, make sure they have the right call here for this critical fourth down.
A field goal here doesn't help the cause. They're going to go for the touchdown here on fourth down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That's an important score. We got a one-possession game now, Kirk. This game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can the defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down and distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Third down play coming up. Can he get there on the ground? The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Looking to scramble. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
So second down after the incompletion. Looking to pass. It's yours. Finds an open target on the left side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense. Fourth
down, looking to throw for it. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Oh, the defense blows an opportunity. You get them to fourth down, a chance to get the ball back to your offense, and instead it's a first down, and now this one could be over.
Longhorns offense is on the move now. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and its running back and just keep working that clock.
A game makes it second and medium. And there's the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And now a timeout taken by the defense trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, in my opinion, what we just witnessed is one of the toughest things to do in football as a defender, and that's making an open field tackle. A lot of times, those one-on-one matchups against shifty receivers, the receiver wins. This time, let's tip our cap to that defender. Great play.
The offense will go for it here on fourth down and 3. Dropping back, it's Ewers. Finds his man, has the first down. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Longhorns line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking for a gap. It's Blue. Breaking free at the 35. An explosive play. They finally grab him, but the ball moves inside the 25. Well, finally some room to run for this back. The defense had done a good job for containing him until that play.
Well, they've done a really good job up to this point, Chris, of containing him. He finally does get out, but I think it's an example of why you don't give up on the running game. Even when you're not necessarily coming up with big carries, you're just kind of body blowing this defense, and eventually, bang, you're able to hit a big one here when it really matters.
This drive has already chewed more than 3 minutes off the clock to come up on second down now. Handoff to the back. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 1st and goal. They play this right, they can pretty much put the game on ice. And here's the handoff. And the defense wraps him up.
All right, here we go. This is really it. And the defense knows that if the offense is able to score here, it's essentially over. It's mano-a-mano at the line of scrimmage. Let's see which side can gain the most leverage.
They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And he'll be brought down.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation.